Hello loves and welcome to my channel CreatorSim. It's your hostess with the mostest, Jeannie. Welcome if you've been around before, so glad to have you back, and if you're new, hey there, my name is Genevieve and I like to play games. So today's build goes along with this medieval kick I've been into lately. If you guys are on my Twitter, you've definitely seen a lot of screen captures. Well, this is Darrius's farmhouse. If you missed it, and I will go ahead and toss a card up for you, but I just recently put up a speed build of Guinevere's gatehouse. And I got really inspired with that sim and her home, and just got excited about the prospect of a let's play story sort of thing, like based off of her and this little like medieval mystical world she lived in. So I got inspired for a lot of other locations and characters, such as a farm boy-esque love interest if you guys are Princess Bride fans, and while he's no Wesley, I think he will do quite nicely for our Guinevere. I also imagine that Darrius perhaps had a sister in town as well who owned a little bakery, because I thought a medieval bakery here would be so cute. I'm also working on a village as well that you'll probably be able to see glimpses of in the background of this build, and that I actually have made a bunch of progress on, and I'm having so much fun with that. And what I imagine to do with that one is to designate it as a community lot and have a bunch of, you know, shops and the like and activities, as well as a bunch of tiny homes as well. So your Sims will be able to sleep there and, you know, do everything they need to actually live on top of, you know, well, it being a community lot. Now, I was actually a little, I guess, intimidated by this build at first. I found one reference image that I liked, and it's so funny. You will find more Minecraft pictures of medieval farms than you will of actual like artist renditions of medieval farms. I'm not kidding. Google it right now. You're gonna see more Minecraft houses than you will anything else. So I did come across a reference image. I'll go ahead and throw that up for you. I just kind of like the basic shape, and I'm not the most familiar, or I guess I'm a little ignorant to styles and the like times and eras that they were around. Additionally, I'm not really sure what time or era I am going off of in this build. I mean, I say medieval, but it's kind of around there, and it's kind of just as best as the Sims will actually let us get to that with the limited resources that we have. I mean, just look, there's windmills in the background, like new, like electric, you know, windmills. So, so I don't know, we're doing our best here. The roof is a little wonky, but I have so much fun with this, and unfortunately, a lot of this house does get done off camera. I really wanted to make this a really cool, mostly tool modified house, especially the kitchen, because I feel like we don't have enough items in the game, like realistic using, or, you know, everyday usage items for our Sims that fit this time or fit off the grid, because like the plumbing doesn't make any sense. Like people around this era mostly just had like a little basin of water in their room, and they would just like wash their face and their hands off at the end of the day. Most people didn't actually bathe. So like we wouldn't have faucets in what we would have for a sink in our kitchen then. Same with like toilets and showers and tubs. So I really wish that we got an off the grid, or I would actually love if we got an entire medieval pack. I'm not like, let's just get that. That would be great. Give me a medieval pack. But like I think an off the grid kit or something with like a little bit more dated objects would be really, really cool, because most of these homes are off the grid. I mean, not purposely, I just am trying to use accurate items, and so I don't give these Sims any television or radios or anything like that. I do try and give them instruments and a lot of activities, so Darrius actually has a bunch of stuff to do on here. And this is just me making like the little pond. The reference picture I used, it showed an image of like a little creek with just a small quaint bridge over it, and then just this little farmhouse in the background. And honestly, the farmhouse is it lacks so much detail, but maybe that's why I used it as my reference picture, because I felt it was doable. And also, we have such issues with like the matching wood tone swatches, so yeah, I did my best. I was also hoping too that I would make this home a little bit bigger, because I just seem to be doing a really great job of making houses that are only realistic for a single Sim, or with only like a single Sim in mind. And I think that's just because I live vicariously through my Sims, and I'm single and I lived alone, and I definitely wanted more space, and I would continue to want more space as long as I lived alone. I keep expanding, even, you know, if I don't have guest mates or whatever, but So yes, this is another one bedroom home for you, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. And the bedroom isn't even really a bedroom. It's this little like attic tucked away space. And the actual only enclosed room in this house is a bathroom. So yeah. All right, so here I am trying to do like a really cool like tool mod kitchen thing, and it took so long. I took so much out because it was just a mess. It was a mess. It really was. So I kept some of it in just to give you guys kind of a general idea as to what I was attempting to do here. So I just took like this room, stuck it in the middle of the lot, and just started taking some items and seeing what was going to kind of work. What was going to allow my sim to use access. And well, the final results, I do end up being able to camouflage a mini refrigerator in here, a stove, a grill, as well as 4 island seats. So there is sitting area, and it's functional. It is. And you can find the mini fridge, that little like black bit that sticks out. I never try to camouflage that because like how would you even be able to use the mini fridge if you didn't know it was there? Obviously, if you were to click on the stove or the like and, you know, tell your sim to cook something that required ingredients from the refrigerator, they would do that, but you can still click on that little black like rectangular thing and be able to access the mini fridge from there. I took a great deal of inspiration to watching Sadie Sims. I was watching so many of her videos, and they were just educating in general too, because I'm really not that advanced with Tool, but I'm so happy with this build because I used a lot of Tool, so I just felt like I got a lot more familiarized with it, especially too with the village that I ended up working on as well, because it ends up becoming this like mountaintop village sort of thing, and so I camouflaged a lot of the raised terrain with a bunch of rocks and stuff. So I've really gotten the hang of a tool mod, and we're good friends now. We're good friends there. I'm definitely not the most knowledgeable, but I am no longer afraid of it. Anyways, it's really handy, guys. I always have that link down below. By the way, I have everything that you may see linked down below, down to the music, the red shelf I tend to use, as well as any reshades that you may see. Sometimes I forget to turn them on and off when clicking in and out of screen capture, so it's quite possible you might see some reshades. So I just have a general list of all the ones that I like to use at my disposal, just depending on which one you guys may see. I'm never completely satisfied though with the way this ends up coming out. I think the rest of the room ends up making it though. I did the best that I can. I did like that I went ahead and added this little detail. I created a basement down below, and I raised these torches up to make it look like, you know, the grill was lit from below. And there were so many things too that were causing this to like mess up. And so I decided that I thought it would look cool to add the debug logs from the, I don't know, the outdoor pack. And yeah, they were messing my sim up. I mean, it only took me disassembling the entire thing before I realized it was those logs. So it was a lot, and I didn't keep it in there. I think that I will go ahead and try and work out some cool tool mod stuff in my own free time and not try and record it until I know for a fact what works. And then maybe I'll try and do some cool like little tutorials for you guys on specific ideas. But when I get into building, it's just too much. It's not coordinated or organized at all, so just for the sake of you guys, I leave a lot of that out, so I am sorry. I just went ahead and used a debug fence to go ahead and try and make this eco lifestyle little like farm, like garden gate thing look a little bit more like it fit in with this style. I don't know, I wanted a fence or something here. I wanted something. I wasn't sure what I wanted, but I wanted something, and I think this worked. I was pretty happy with it. I do end up tacking in like a little well next to it as well. And see, you're gonna see me, I cut it out thankfully, but I decided to stick the sink in that corner, and none of the sinks, I don't like any of the sinks. I don't like any of the sinks, especially for like the medieval theme I was trying to go with, and building a sink wasn't really working for me, so I think I just end up going with like the outdoor retreat sink. It's like, it looks like something you would find in a park or something. It's just like a stone cement sink. So it's not the best, but I think it works. And it took so long, but as you guys can see, I have that Journey to Batu debug, like, I don't know, like hanging wires, and they're actually lights. If you look closely, they've got light bulbs in them, and a lot of them are droid heads. Like one of them is an R2 model and everything. So what I end up doing with those is I go ahead and raise a bunch of plants up, and luckily I was able to fit a lot of the normal plants without having to use tool to line up with them. There were a couple though that I did just go ahead and rotate upside down and elevate with tool, and it just worked out really nice. So this is like our only bedroom space that I just put together up there. And it's really just, it's gonna be really tiny. There's nothing really to it, but I decided a kind of attic space would look really neat, and I also was going to get rid of the ceilings as well because I wanted you to be able to see like the thatch roof. I thought that that would look really cool. And I love the downstairs as well because you just kind of have like this really like long perspective. You can see from the kitchen through this little like dining area all the way to what I would consider like the living room of the house. So I really enjoyed the flow of it. And I had the hardest time picking windows out as well because I also wanted them to look accurate for this kind of like era that I was going for. A little bit like more run down, definitely nothing like pristine or pretty, but I felt like none of the cottagey like windows matched with each other. So I really ended up just using a great deal of, I used a bunch of Snowyscape on this one actually, but most of the Windenburg windows, I'm really happy that they all come in like the same swatches. So, and there's so many of them too. We got so many with the Get Together pack, so those guys definitely saved the day on a lot of these. So that right here is our bathroom. I kind of wanted it to make like a second bedroom that perhaps like had like an upstairs loft area. I know it was really quick. We'll get back to it, but anyways, I just ended up turning it into a bathroom after I realized I haven't placed a bathroom, and I'm not quite sure where I'd like to place a bathroom. So I'm really bummed out about this, but you can see the railing on the other side of the house, which frustrates me a lot. And I really wish that we had all of the same railings as we do of the fences. Why don't we? Why do we not? I also think it would be cool if we had like a wall railing as well that you could use wall swatches on for like half walls. But for sure, I mean, I get the wall thing, that's a big ask, but I feel like we should have as many railings as we do the fences. So I decided to do this because I wanted to take some captures of like my progress and like post it on my Twitter, and I was just so mad with how awful the white ceiling was making the pictures look. Like it was just ruining the entire mood. So I understand that what I did there probably messes with the camera when you're doing gameplay. In fact, I won't say probably, it does. It was a pain for me like to finish building the house like that, but it really adds so much. So my apologies if you do play this and you're annoyed by it. I really hope we get some ceiling tiles because I really think that made the whole build. And it would really only work in this scenario too. Like there really aren't many other items that I think could even work for that. That would work in any other builds. I mean, perhaps some of like the wooden slabs could be, or like even the shelves could be enlarged and make a pretty cool, I guess, like ceiling appearance. But again, you do run the issue with it blocking the camera's view. So I guess it's just your preference, which is why I really think it would just be a great idea if the game gave us like a ceiling tile. I know it's silly. I know you would only see it in so many angles, but for us perfectionists, for us builders, for us storytellers who just want that perfect picture with that perfect angle and don't want some ugly white ceiling messing it up. Yes, just for us. Okay, so this is a little weird, but I wanted this outdoor area without it really being an outdoor area. I didn't want your Sims to get like rained on or to be terrified because they were outside, even though I'm pretty sure that still consists of being outside. But whatever, it's a covered surface. So what I did is I just went ahead and created a floor, built a second floor on top of it, deleted the first floor, and then lowered it down until it matched up with the pier top to, well, the pier piece to for the Island Living pack. I can never remember any of the pack names when I do my voiceovers. It's so embarrassing. Like, do I even play the game? I do play the game. I'm spoiled at this point and don't know what is what anymore. So this was something interesting. I'm not necessarily sure how I feel about this. It could go either way. Part of me feels like it was a little ridiculous, but a part of me is like, no, that's great. I realized too, we did not have a lot of fences that I thought were fitting for this era, and I ran out of this so many times where I'm just like, ugh, this piece is not realistic, but I do not know what else to do. But I do think that the stick dividers helped out. Oh, so I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my sim is randomly bald, so I don't know what happened. Okay, I do know what happened. We got I think it was the Oasis Courtyard pack, or an update or something, and I don't know, it messed up something in my game. I think it was the MC Command Center, or maybe the Height Sider, I don't know. But yeah, it was making it so literally all of my mods were broken. I couldn't use tool mod, I could use tool mod, I'm lying. But yeah, all my CC, so I just had ugly sims, and yeah. Anyways, I don't know why I felt the need to tell you that. I feel like that was really like passionate. I was really upset by that. Anyway, so this is just like this little artsy area I tuck up here. I wasn't really sure what to use with this space, and I know this window isn't exactly fitting, but I thought it was just an interesting add to the build. So just this cute little open attic space so you can look down below you and still see what's going on. You could use it as a bedroom as well. There's definitely enough space if you get rid of the easel and little desk to put a bed up there, and so it could be 2 bedrooms. And so this is just me trying to like hide the things and make them look more fitting, even though there's really nothing wrong with the woodworking table. I just feel like this looks far cleaner. And please excuse my awful like tool abilities. This was a journey, and I came out a better tool mod user at the end of it. Yeah. We're still learning. Although this new update was definitely impressive. I heard people talking about it, and I didn't really get what they were so impressed about just because I didn't use the tool mod so much, and wow, no, that was a great update. So let's just touch on some things I've slowly started to add it. So I used a lot of the tool mod to decorate the surrounding area around the lot, and I did this with Guinevere's Gatehouse as well. I just wanted the property to maybe look a little bit bigger. And so since this was a farmhouse, but I really didn't want to take like a lot of space away from like the actual property to make like farmland, I decided to just take the debug crops and go ahead and with the tool mod plop them to the left of the lot. The only thing I don't like about that is I can't add any like terrain details, so I feel like they just look a little silly. This kitchen honestly is one of my favorite rooms in this house. It's so silly, and honestly that kitchen thing is a really big eyesore, but I love it. Honestly, I'm having so much fun with this style. I think I might have found my niche. I don't know. Alright, see what I mean? Look at that toilet. I mean, I guess it kind of like works because if you look closely at it, it literally looks like it's a bucket tucked underneath that wooden thing. And that is kind of, I guess, like what they look like. I mean, I don't know. Did you guys see Game of Thrones? That one episode on the toilet? You know what I'm talking about. So, I don't know, man. I really want a medieval kit so badly. So we have accurate, you know, items. So, like if I could get a bathtub that didn't have a faucet on it and it was just like a tub, and your sim had to do like this like bucket pouring animation to get the water to turn up instead of like turning the faucet. Or if instead of a bathroom sink or kitchen sink, we just have like a little wash basin stand, and a toilet could just be like a little, like, I don't really care what they do with the toilet. They could do something similar to the one I have placed there, or they can make like a little closet. I don't know. I don't really care about the toilet, but I definitely want an appropriate tub that's literally just a tub, no faucets, because I think it would just look so cool. Sorry, I'm just dreaming of what the Sims could be with all the things I want in it. No, really, it's okay. I'm so excited for this new stuff. As you guys can see, though, I started using some of the Courtyard Oasis stuff, which didn't really fit, but I was just really excited for the new things, so I had to try and make them fit. Anyways, I'm very excited for this like Dream Decorator like game pack we're going to get. I mean, I really didn't think that I wanted sectional furniture so badly, but I do. And I just, oh, I'm so excited. The modular shelving looks so cool, and I'm very excited about the clutter as well. I'm so excited about just having like new piles of shoes and new like clothing racks, because I hate when I make like the closets and I pretty much only have like the 4 pieces to go off of, which kind of, I guess 4 sounds like a lot. I guess I am spoiled, but I'm very excited for more. Okay, so I'm about to do one of my favorite things here. I don't know if I'll show it, but I like to go ahead and make little, like, I don't know, just better rubber tree plants. The rubber tree is one of my favorite plants in the game, and I feel like if you just like add it to one of the debug planters and shrink a bunch of them down, it just looks like a really cool and accurate plant, honestly. Anyway, so that's my rant about my favorite plant. So this is Darrius's bedroom, I guess. It's really nothing simple, or nothing simple. It is very simple. It's really nothing special, I should say. You know, I was trying to do this thing. I was really trying to make it so Darrius could somehow sit, or for it to appear that he was sitting in that little window. And if we could get, oh my god, windows, like bay windows with like little like seating areas in them, that would be amazing. Anyways, I really wanted it to look like he was sitting there. I was not able to do it, so I literally just ended up moving the room out couch width and just adding like a couch in front of that window. So I was really pleased with what I do right here, except when little Miss Guinevere and her green thumb came to visit Mr. Darrius, she started planting all of the fruits, and it was such a pain too, because I was trying not to like add them to each other's family, so I was like jumping back and forth between being Guinevere and being on Darrius's farm to being Darrius and Guinevere being there for like the yard sale that he was holding, and I couldn't get her to stop planting them. Alright guys, this just about concludes the speed build, but if you like what you saw, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It's so encouraging, and it really tells me to keep on doing what I'm doing. Anyways guys, thanks so much for being here with me. Have a great day wherever this video finds you.